That's all right, Timmy. I'll finish the ice cream, and you can put the sign out now if you like.
Okay. Thanks, Lassie.
Hi, Mrs. Martin.
Oh, hello,
Is
Boomer.
Timmy here?
He just went upstairs.
Company?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Timmy.
Hi, Boomer.
Aren't you gonna play ball?
You know I can't. Robin's coming.
Oh, I forgot. That English kid. What's she doing?
Fixing a bed for Robin's dog.
What kind of a dog?
Dad said they had a whole kennel of Great Danes.
Great Danes. They're big.
They sure are. Lassie, put it back where it belongs. Please.
Think Robin will try out for the team?
Dad said English people play cricket instead of baseball.
Cricket? What kind of game's that?
I don't know.
Think they hide in bushes and chirp at each other?
That's what crickets do. Dad stayed with his folks when he was stationed in England, so he's coming here for a visit.
How would you like to lick the beater?
I'll say. Okay.
Oh, here they are.
You can finish it, Boomer.
Come on.
I'll get his other things and take them on up.
Come on, Robin. Meet the rest of the family.
Oh, hello, Robin.
Howdy, Mrs. Martin.
Well, we're awfully glad you're going to be with us.
That's mighty white of you, Mom.
Timmy, meet Robin.
Hi, Robin.
What's cooking, old chap? We're going to be the best of pals, and I'm not just whistling Dixie.
Boomer. Why don't you introduce Boomer?
Come on. Boomer, I mean Ralph. This is Robin.
Hi. Put her there, Boomer.
Lassie wants to be friends, too.
My word, she's a beauty.
Hasn't anyone let that poor dog out of its crate yet? Excuse me, girl.
There, Basil. You'll be out in a minute. Relax, old boy. Relax. Some great Dane. Go ahead, Basil. Lassie's making you welcome.
I'll bet Robin would like to see his room, Timmy.
Come on, Robin.
Hands across the sea. Better wash up, Timmy. Dinner in 5 minutes.
I'll leave the the basin nice and clean.
Well, not much like London, is it, Robin?
It is rather different, sir.
I hope you know how very much we want you to have a good time here. Come to think of it, your mother said those very words to me.
Really, sir? I mean, no kidding?
I was so American and trying to be so British, and they were so British and trying to be so American.
It must have been deucedly uncomfortable.
It was, until we just got around to being ourselves. Would you mind saying grace tonight, Robin?
I think it'd be nice if you did.
We thank thee, Father, for this day. Help us tomorrow to do thy will. Breathe thy blessings on every heart in this household, and for what we are about to receive, our deepest thanks.
Thank you, Robin.
I can't make up my mind which is most delicious, or if it's a combined taste that make dinner so wonderful.
Just wait till she whips up her Virginia baked ham with candied yams.
Oh, if they're half as good as this.
Are you ready for seconds, Uncle Petrie?
I'm afraid I'll have to leave seconds to the younger generation.
Would you mind not smoking just yet, Uncle Petrie? This one's for Mrs. Martin. Mom wanted you to have this.
Oh, thank you very much.
This one's for Mr. Martin.
Thank you, Robin.
Here's Uncle Petrie's.
Well, now, thank you, boy.
And Timmy.
Thanks.
Well, what do you know? Reckon there's nothing to stop me from smoking now.
Say, these are just great.
Best pipe I ever owned.
My goodness, what beautiful embroidery.
And I'll bet Granny did them.
Indeed she did.
Oh, why, it's lovely. We must all write thank you notes right away.
Look what I got.
I'm looking.
Those are my school colors, Timmy. We're very proud of our colors at home.
I'm proud of them too, Robin. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Hiya, Boomer. Waiting for Timmy?
Nah, he's walking up ahead.
Hey, what is that? A girl?
Well, not exactly. Come on, let's dive bomb him.
Sure.
It's Boomer. We always go to school together.
You and Lassie actually speak to each other, don't you?
Which came first, cricket or baseball?
How we were playing cricket before America was a colony.
Do you think I could learn it?
I'd be happy to teach you.
Mom, we fed your brooders.
And Lassie wouldn't permit Basil to frighten them.
Oh? I thought you'd be with the other boys having fun.
We're having enough fun alone.
Tomorrow I'm going to teach Timmy how to play cricket.
Oh, well, would you like some fresh milk and chocolate cookies?
I was rather wishing for tea.
I'm not old enough for tea.
Neither am I, but at home this is tea time.
Well, here we call it snack time.
I like that expression, snack time.
I like tea time better. It makes me feel grown up.
Oh, come on. Well, shall I pour some milk for Boomer?
No, I don't think so. What do you call that old thing hanging around your neck?
It's a scarf. Like my cap, it's woven in my school colors. Wearing them is evidence of one's loyalty to a school. Yes?
I think we ought to have school colors, too. Yeah, black and blue.
Will you please be quiet? Are there any more questions?
The chap in the third row.
Why do you wear those skinny little short pants?
Perhaps to remind us that we are still children. Perhaps because exposure to the elements hardens one. Or perhaps we respect our fathers, who also wore skinny little short pants. The young lady in the second row.
My name is Wilhelmina.
Don't forget to give your address.
I won't, if you'll come and see me. So there. I wanted to know if you flew to America, or did you sail? I bet you swam. That's more than any of you fellas could do.
Before recess starts, I think we ought to thank Robin for his most interesting talk. Thank you, Robin. Ralph, will you and Bud come to the desk? The rest of the class may be excused.
Timmy, I'll give you a piece of my candy if you'll introduce me. Licorice? Okay.
I don't know what brought on this outburst of rudeness. Has Robin done something I should know about? Well, the three of us will talk it all out after school today. And tomorrow, too, if your manners do not improve immediately. All right.
God bless Mom, Dad, and Uncle Petrie, and Lassie, and God bless everybody. Amen. Excuse me for forgetting, and God bless Robin, too. And get Boomer and Bud to like him, 'cause Robin's my friend, too.
You sleep?
No, Dad.
How'd you get on with Robin today?
Well, we got along fine.
Man to man, do you think he'd rather go out with Uncle Petrie and me tomorrow or go to school with you?
I know I'd like to be with you.
And Robin?
I'm kind of mixed up.
Well, that happens to most of us one time or another.
Even grown-ups?
Especially grown-ups. Sometimes talking helps.
Well, Boomer and Robin are both swell kids.
Of course they are.
But they're different in a way. They talk different. They dress different.
Yes?
But does that matter so much?
The kids were making fun of Robin today, is that it? You're not mixed up, Timmy.
Well, someone is.
Once Boomer and the others understand Robin, they'll learn something you found out by yourself.
I hope so. What did I find out, Dad?
Oh, that it's not wrong or bad to be different. If you meet somebody halfway, you get to know each other, you can learn a lot from each other.
Oh.
Good night, son.
Good night, Dad. I'm still mixed up a little.
Push down the pedal and lock it right there. There you are. Bet you'll be running this thing forenoon.
Oh, that would be smashing.
You smash it and I'll tan your hide.
He means that would be swell.
Oh? Then why didn't he say so?
He did, in English. See you after school.
Right out.
Don't forget the cricket stuff.
Hi, Sean. Here, Basil.
Like to try it again? Hop up. Release that gear first.
Hi, Boomer. You sore? Oh, I had to stay after school. It's not my fault. Or Robin's. If you take his side, you're his friend, not mine. Can't a fella have two friends? You playing ball this afternoon? Maybe, after my cricket lesson. Come on, Lassie.
Now you tell me what the bowler does.
He tries to knock the sticks off the wicket.
And the batsman must protect the wicket by hitting your bowl. If he succeeds, he has to reach the other wicket safely.
Just like baseball.
Except that I must get there before the fielder can knock the sticks off the wicket.
Pretty complicated.
No, it isn't. Just have a go at it. You'll see. Well played, old chap.
Throw it in, Bud. Give me the ball.
Try and get it. You're behaving shamefully. Kindly give me that ball. Sure. Ought to put your energies to better use, chum.
Don't chum me. Come on, Robin. Let's go back to the house.
We came here to play cricket. I won't let these bullies spoil our fun.
Oh, you think you can stop us?
It's about time somebody tried.
Well, go ahead. Try.
If you want it that way.
Yeah, I want it that way. Hey, that wasn't fair. Brother, help me. Oh, no, you don't. Gosh, Timmy, I didn't mean to hit you. Try breathing, Timmy.
Uncle Petrie,
Yeah?
would you mind feeding them for me?
Sure, Ruth. Now get out of here. Go on back there. Come on. Get. Go on.
Basil? Come here, Basil. Come on. There you are now. Come on. You're a fine little doggy. Don't you let anybody tell you you're not.
What's he good for anyway? Always getting underfoot and scaring the brooders.
Don't pay any attention to Uncle Petrie. His bark is worse than his bite.
I know just how you feel.
Robin? Wouldn't you like to talk about it?
I've made Timmy lose all his friends.
Well, now, that's quite a trick. How did you manage it?
By being myself, I guess. They don't like me, and they don't like Timmy because he does.
Well, never having been a boy, I'm afraid this whole thing confuses me a little bit.
Even Basil can't get off on the proper foot. We've caused so much trouble. I think we do best to fly on to Toronto.
Oh, well, now, none of us here would like that at all.
I won't get any pleasure out of it either.
Well, if you did leave, don't you think that would be a little bit like running away?
They know I'm not a coward.
Boomer?
I think it was Bud.
Must have been a real Donnybrook.
Oh, it was all right. A real Donnybrook.
Well, I think you'll feel better after you've had a bath.
I don't know.
In any case, I think you owe it to Timmy to talk the whole thing out before you do anything drastic. First of all, though, you have a bath and a rest.
You're peaches, Mrs. Martin.
Mom! Dad! Robin! Mom! All the kids like Robin now. They want to be pals. Robin, wait until you hear... Mom! Dad! He was pinned up there on the welcome sign.
He's gone to the airport.
Gee, just when the fellas got to like you. They even wanted to learn how to play cricket.
And he thought he was being a nuisance.
We ought to go after him.
Come on. Well, if he cut across the fields, he'd pass pretty close to here.
Oh, dear, if anything has happened to him...
Come on, Timmy. We'll take Lassie and scout around. There's a wagon path further over. Pick us up there.
We've got to find Basil, Lassie. He ran away with Robin.
Come on, Timmy. Over there.
You shouldn't.
I didn't leave because of you, Timmy. It was because of what I was doing to you. Making you lose all your pals.
I've got something to tell you.
I think you'll like it. Come on home, Robin.
Well bowled, Timmy.
You're not just a whistling Dixie chum. Now, why can't they do this between innings in baseball? I don't know, but I sure wish they would. train coming through the snow. I'm tired of playing make-believe. Let's play something real. All right, let's be explorers. Sure, I know a good place to explore.
Hey, you! Get that dog away. What's the matter with her anyway?
Maybe it's your gun. She doesn't like guns.
Oh. Oh, well, I wasn't really pointing it at you. I thought it was something else.
What's your name?
Chuck. Never mind. It's not any of your business.
Are you a hunter, mister? He's not a mister. He's just a boy.
Is that so? Listen, you know what I carry this rifle for? Bears.
Bears?
Well, sure. You never know when you'll meet one.
In these woods?
Well, why not? There's one I see lots of times right in back of my own uncle's peach orchard. And that's not too far away. Say, you better look out. That might be a bear right now.
There's a woodchuck that lives around here sometimes. I saw a wild turkey once.
You don't believe me either.
Don't be so mad. My father saw a bear in Canada once.
Oh, go play with dolls. You guys will never be adventurers.
Is that what you are? Timmy, look! It's a hidden camp.
Well, sure. How else can a guy find adventures?
You mean you live out here by yourself?
Oh, I really come from St. Louis. But I've been visiting my uncle's farm, and, well, there wasn't much to do, so, well, I decided to be an adventurer and camp out in the woods a while.
Wow, is this where you sleep?
I read in a book how to make a bed out of pine boughs, and it showed how to fix a fire to cook on.
My Uncle Petrie told me about that once. What do you eat?
Well, mostly cans of things. Until I can bring down a deer, or maybe I could even get that bear.
Gosh, aren't you ever scared? I mean, without somebody like Lassie taking care of you.
Scared? Ha! I've got old Betsy, haven't I?
Golly, I wish I were a real adventurer. I guess you really do see things when you live in the woods.
Here, let me show you how I fixed my shelter. First, I got these poles to put the canvas on. Then I built the fire close to keep the varmints from getting in. And then I cut up all those pine boughs.
Mom, we don't really need a fire. That's only so varmints won't get in. Because we've got Lassie. Varmints are wolves and bears and things.
Oh, boys, please.
Pine needles are softer than mattresses. We could put a horsehair rope around to keep out snakes.
Hey, what's this all about?
Oh, and they met an older boy who's camping, and now they'll talk of nothing else.
We talked about it before, Mrs. Martin. Lots of times, too. We've always wanted to go.
Well, you can't blame a couple of young boys for wanting to camp out.
Oh, Paul, don't you think that...
Maybe one day when I finish work early, I could take them out myself.
But we want to go alone, Mr. Martin. That's how you find adventures, Dad.
Of course it is, son. I understand.
You mean we can go? Could we go tonight? My mother'd let me if you'd call her.
Oh,
I
no.
know she would.
Just a moment.
Oh, hold on, boys. I didn't really say yes to anything. Only, suppose they'd try just once.
Oh, Paul, don't you think they're too young?
Well, in a well-protected place?
Sure, Lassie'd protect us. And those woods are safe.
Well, I won't agree to it.
Now, who said anything about the woods? Now, I don't see any harm in their starting their camping adventures in our barn.
In the barn. There. Now, how would you like that?
Well, I guess a little adventure's better than none. Yeah. Come on, let's go. What are we waiting for? Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Well, I'll phone Boomer's mother.
And I'll raid the icebox.
All set, boys? I fixed this loose gate so you don't have to worry about the cow getting out.
It's all right, Dad. She wouldn't step on us. Even if she did, we wouldn't be scared.
Your mother told me to look around for spiders, but I don't see any. Remember, we're still close by.
Nothing's gonna happen, Mr. Martin. You don't have to worry about us, Dad. Besides, we've got Lassie to protect us.
All right. I'll stop worrying. Just so that you boys know there's nothing to be afraid of, except tripping over all this stuff, maybe. Hey, wait a minute. There can't be anything else you need.
It's a thermos of warm soup in case they wake up hungry in the middle of the night.
Good night, Mr. Martin. Good night, Mrs. Martin.
Good night, Boomer.
Good night.
Night, Timmy.
Well, they're all yours, Lassie.
Take good care of them.
The sky's nice and clear. Won't even be the sound of rain to bother them.
You're quite sure they're going to be all right, aren't you?
Well, there's absolutely nothing can happen. Even if there were, Lassie wouldn't let it.
Timmy's so anxious for adventure. Mysterious danger and prowling beasts. I suppose they'll be really camping out soon.
Well, he's growing up, you know.
Timmy, what's the matter?
Nothing.
Now, there'll be no more snooping around in the dark, young man. One more trip and both of you will move back into the house. There's nothing more you could possibly need.
Flashlight batteries.
Oh. Let me see. There you are.
Gee, thanks, Dad. I wanted to make sure I could see any varmints. What is it? Coyotes? Lassie? I wish Mike was here. I bet he wouldn't just lay there. Shh. Oh, it's just your cow. I guess they always make noises when they sleep. Lassie knew. I thought it might be a wild turkey. It's just the owl. He doesn't bother anybody.
Who is it? Who's there?
Hey, look, it's Chuck. Hi, Chuck. What are you doing here? We're camping out, just like you. Except we're using hay instead of pine needles.
I didn't know you fellas were in here.
Didn't you come to see us?
Well, I was out, and I was just scouting around and investigating things.
What kind of things?
Well, you know, things you hear.
Like varmints?
Maybe even a bear.
Wow, a real bear?
Sure, that's what it sounded like. It's kind of a snuffle-like sound. I've heard it lots of times before at my uncle's place, and that's not so far from here.
You mean that was a real bear, too?
Sure it was.
How do you know?
Because I saw it. The one at my uncle's place I did. I don't care if he believes me or not, but I saw it. It was as close as you and me.
I believe you.
Well, anyway, I heard sounds like that tonight, and, well, I thought I better look around and see.
Is that what adventurers have to do?
Oh, no, don't you little fellas go get yourselves all scared. Say, this isn't such a bad place to camp out at all.
You want to stay with us? Yeah, would you? There's plenty of room.
Well, now, that's an idea. Not that I'm scared. It's just that, well, it looks like it might be raining tonight, and... Oh, well, if it'll make you guys happy, I guess so.
Wow, here, you can sleep by me. I'll go get some more blankets.
No!
Why not?
Oh, well, you don't want to be bothering your folks or anyone.
It doesn't matter. We've got lots of blankets.
But I don't want your folks to know I'm here. I mean, oh, I'll be plenty warm enough.
Remember what your dad said. Any more trips to the house and we'll stay there. Yeah.
Oh, now, you don't want to spoil your camp out, do you?
Here, put your gun right in front of us. We're not scared of bears, are we, Lassie?
Listen, you know what I read a bear can do to dogs? Even big dogs. They just take one swat like that. And sometimes they squeeze them. And squish. Oh, well, you don't have to worry. I mean, no bear's gonna get to us. And anyway, I've got plenty of ammunition.
That's our ring, isn't it?
I'll get it.
What on earth?
Yes?
Paul? That's not Uncle Petrie from Creston, is it?
No, Jenny.
Paul, is anything wrong?
Yes, I understand. Well, no, Jenny, I don't think so. Only 14 years old, you say? I see. Well, yes, of course, Jenny. We'll let them know. Oh, no, that's all right. We were staying up late anyway. Good night, Jenny.
Jenny, what is it? What's the matter? Somebody sick?
Well, she's phoning everybody. The sheriff's office is looking for a boy from the city, a runaway.
Oh, the poor thing.
Say, that camper that the boy saw was certainly more than 14 years old, wasn't he?
Oh, yes, I think so, judging from the way they spoke. And besides, he was from a farm around here.
This boy was visiting his uncle's farm, she said.
What else did she say?
Just that the boy and his uncle had quarreled, and the boy ran away. The uncle's pretty worried, of course.
Well, Timmy said that the camp was just past our south corner post, and that tomorrow the boy was going to go even farther.
I better go look around.
City boy alone in the woods. That could be pretty frightening.
You know, if it really is that boy, he's probably hoping that somebody is looking for him right now.
What about Timmy and Boomer?
I'll let him sleep. There's enough moon, I can probably spot his camp myself. No, girl. Your job is here. You stay right here with Timmy and Boomer.
Anybody around here? Hey, fella. Can you hear me?
What is it, Lassie?
She's been acting funny like that.
Where'd she go? There she is, over by the orchard. Come on,
Where's he going?
to see what's the matter. Lassie, come back! What is it, girl?
She smells something. Gosh.
Wow, look what's here.
It's him. It's the bear. It's the same track he made near my uncle's farm. He's going that way, back toward my camp.
We better go get your dad, Timmy. What's wrong? It doesn't work. Lassie. Lassie! Lassie!
Come on, let's get out of here.
But she'll get squeezed. What if the bear hits her? Please, Lassie, come back! You've got old Bessie. You can shoot him. Hurry, before she gets hurt. Lassie! Lassie!
Hello? Oh, yes, Jenny. Yes, Paul told me all about it. He's gone out to look for him. He's what? The sheriff says he has a gun. Well, all right, Jenny. Yes, I will. Thanks for telling me. Goodbye. Timmy? Boomer? Are you all right? Boys! Timmy.
Hey, boy. Boy, where are you?
Boy.
Lassie, stop! Please come back! Wait for us! We got the gun!
Where are you, boy?
There he is!
Look out!
Yell at him, boys. Make a lot of noise.
Lassie! Shoot him! Hurry, shoot him!
No. I don't know how. I've never shot a gun before.
Lassie! Lassie! Shoot him! Shoot him!
It's not loaded.
Get him, Lassie. Get him out of here.
was a bear, all right.
Yeah, it sure was, son.
Sir, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything.
Here now, what are you talking about? But if you're who I think you are, I guess you're about ready to go home now.
Oh, thanks, Lassie, for saving us. And thanks for believing me. My uncle's farm is just on the other side of the ridge. His name is Nelson.
Well, I'll telephone him and tell him you're all right. Come on.
Do you suppose Chuck's uncle will give him a licking? Dad won't let him, will he, Mom?
No. He sounded like a very nice man on the telephone.
He wouldn't even believe there was a bear. He said Chuck was just telling stories. Chuck told us. I'll bet he's an old grouch.
Well, do you think that running away from home was the right way for Chuck to try and settle things?
No, ma'am. Nobody should ever run away from home.
Well, they both cried. Chuck found out that his uncle really loves him. And his uncle found out you have to learn to understand youngsters, even if it involves a bear.
Lassie knew Chuck was telling the truth.
Where are you going?
We've got to finish our camp out.
Oh, no, you don't. There's been enough of that for one night.
Looks as though Lassie thinks so, too. Don't you, girl?
We sure had an adventure, didn't we, Lassie? So now I've trained this one, Cicero, to sit up whenever I tell him to. Go ahead, Cicero, sit up. You can do it, Cicero. Come on. Well, almost whenever I tell him to.
Well, maybe he's bashful in front of people. Anyway, we enjoyed it. Boomer, thank you.
What's the matter with you, Cicero?
Now, who else has some experience he or she would like to share with the class? Wilhelmina.
I have an experience, Miss Hazlitt.
Good. Why don't you come up and tell us about it?
Last week I told about Melody, my goose. But this time I want to tell about my new petticoat. It's made of real taffeta, so it swishes when I walk. And Mommy stayed up real late last Friday night, after 10 o'clock at least, to finish it so I could wear it to Mary Parker's party. It was her birthday.
Oh, I see.
Mary Parker's birthday, I mean, not Mommy's. And the material cost $3.70 a yard, and the lace was some more besides that.
Oh, it is lovely, Wilhelmina. And wasn't it nice of your mother to stay up and finish it so you could wear it to the party?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, thank you, Wilhelmina. Timmy,
Yes, Miss Hazlitt?
I've heard some pretty wonderful things about your pet.
You mean Lassie?
Wouldn't you like to share some of the experiences you've had with Lassie?
Well, Lassie's my dog.
Haven't you and she had some adventures together?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I guess Lassie's about the smartest dog that was ever born.
Well, wouldn't you like to tell us about some of those adventures?
Well, she's done a lot of smart things.
You think of something you can tell us about next week at sharing period.
Yes, ma'am.
Roy.
Me and Eddie are going to...
Eddie and I.
Oh, Eddie and I are talking about building a boat and sailing down the river this summer. We've already got the sail.
Here it is Saturday, Lassie, and you haven't done an interesting thing all week. I don't think that's what Miss Hazlitt meant.
Teaching Lassie some new tricks?
No, Uncle Petrie. Lassie's supposed to have an experience this week.
How's that again?
Well, you see, Miss Hazlitt said Lassie is supposed to have an interesting experience this week. So I can tell about it in sharing period, Monday. And here it is Saturday. And Lassie hasn't done anything all week.
Well, now, if anyone was to ask me, I'd say Lassie's had more interesting experiences than any dog in this county. Ain't that right, Lassie? That's telling them. Well, I'll be switched. Termites.
Hi, Boomer.
Hi. My mom said she'd bake a pie if I picked the berries. You want to go along?
Sure. Maybe my mom will bake one, too.
Don't forget now, only the ripe ones.
Okay, we won't.
Now, what was that all about?
We're going to have fresh berry pie for dessert tomorrow night.
Suits me.
Have you seen Paul?
Yes, he's fixing that fence so we won't have to worry about the stock while we're at church tomorrow.
I'm coming, Lassie. Gee, you're probably the best berry scout in the whole world, I bet. Oh, boy. Why can't you find berry bushes like this? You don't like berries anyhow. Uh-oh, here comes Roy.
What are you guys doing? Picking berries?
Our moms are gonna make berry pies. What are you doing?
Catching butterflies.
What are you doing that for?
It's an experience, so I have something to talk about in sharing period. What are you going to talk about? Miss Hazlitt said you were supposed to have an experience. Picking berries isn't much of an experience.
I'm gonna have something better than that.
I'll bet. Like Boomer's mice. Sit up, Cicero. Well, he was bashful. Miss Hazlitt even said so. What you got in the bottle? It's got ether in it. That's how you kill 'em.
Kill 'em?
Sure. You can't very well mount 'em on a board if they're still alive. You're always talking about what you're gonna do, Roy. How many butterflies have you caught? Well, none so far, but I just started. See ya, guys. Don't take any green berries.
Why does he have to kill 'em?
Don't worry, Timmy. He probably won't catch any. I think the butterflies are smarter than he is.
It's a good thing you saw it. That beam is the main support of the roof.
I thought it looked a mite suspicious, so I took a closer look, and sure enough, termites.
First thing we got to do is shore up that roof. Don't we have a 4x4 around here?
Yeah, we had one left over when we reinforced the loft. I think I know right where it is.
I'll tell you what we better do, Uncle Petrie. First thing we've got to do is get a temporary support up. Then you can check the rest of the beams for termites while I finish the chores.
Seems to me, Lassie being a berry scout would make a pretty good experience. It's all right, I guess. But what could we say after we said we went berry picking and Lassie found all the bushes?
Not much, I guess. You ought to get Roy to chat. He could make a good story.
You know what we ought to do? Go through the woods and chase all the butterflies away and save their lives. I guess we're gonna have to pick some more berries. catching a fish with a pole. It's like catching a fish for a pet. For a pet? He'll be Lassie's pet. And we'll name him Speckles. How about it, Lassie? How's that for an interesting experience?
There she be.
You sure it's safe?
Take my word for it, Ruth. She's sound as a dollar.
But it's just resting on the ground.
Honey, the weight of the roof will keep it from slipping.
The only thing to make that slip will be a flood, and we just don't get very many of them anymore.
Well, all right, if you say so.
Check the rest of the barn. So far, the little critters have only started on one other timber. Haven't had time to do much damage.
We'll get something on Monday and treat the whole barn.
Lassie, hurry!
Into the blockhouse, men. The Indians are attacking.
Mom, where's Dad?
Well, he's in the barn, but he'll be coming in the house in a minute.
He's in the barn. Come on.
Oh, wait a minute. Timmy, I don't think you ought to... Timmy, what's the meaning of this?
I hear you have a real live trout in your sink.
His name's Speckles. If we can keep him for Lassie's pet, it'll be a real interesting experience. And I can tell a better story of sharing period than Roy can.
What's all this about sharing period?
Oh, well, every Monday morning, the children are supposed to tell what they've done over the weekend or through the week. It's a sharing of experiences.
Roy's always telling the things he's done, but most of the things he says he's going to do. Yeah, he's always bragging. But he's never had a pet like Lassie, and I'll be able to beat him this time.
Oh, now, that's not the idea. You're not trying to beat anybody. You're supposed to share.
Look, Timmy, it's just impossible to keep a game fish on a farm. He's got to have running water to breathe in and insects and minnows to feed on. Besides, you got no place to keep him here. He's too big for the sink, and you can't keep him in the trough because it's too shallow. He'll get sunburned.
Sunburned?
Sure, fish can get sunburned.
I think maybe it's worth the trouble, Uncle Petrie.
What? How in thunder can it be worth all that trouble?
Why, so Timmy can be... So Timmy will have an interesting experience to share at school.
Well, all right, Paul. On one condition, though. Speckles can't take up permanent residence in my kitchen sink.
Gee, Lassie, I bet you're the only pet in the whole world that has a pet of her own. What's that for, Mr. Martin?
Oh, Boomer, fish have to breathe, same as humans do.
How can they breathe underwater, Dad? I tried it once and I couldn't.
That's because you don't have gills.
Gills?
Sure. You see those little slits on either side of Speckles' neck? Well, those are called gill slits. You see, when Speckles swims, he sucks water into his mouth and pushes it out through those slits. Now, ahead of the slits are the gills, and they take oxygen out of the water just as our lungs take it out of the air.
Oh.
So we've got to see that Speckles has plenty of fresh water to breathe. Boomer,
Yes, sir?
will you go out in the yard, and when I call, turn the water on?
Yes, sir.
Turn it very slowly, Boomer, and when I give the signal, stop.
Okay. Come on, Mike.
Now, look, son, I'm going to show you something else. Now, watch. I'm going to fill this hose. All right, Boomer? That's good.
What are you doing that for?
Well, look. That's called siphoning, Timmy. As long as that end of the hose is lower than the water level in the tub, it'll continue to drain out.
Gee, Dad, did you invent siphoning?
Not quite, but I've known about it for some time.
Gee, I guess I've just about got the smartest father in the whole world.
Well, maybe not the whole world.
I know I've got the smartest dog in the whole world.
That I'll buy. Now, Lassie's done her part, and I've done my part. Now we've got to find some food for Speckles.
Okay, that'll be my part. I know, minnows and insects.
Right.
Come on, Lassie. And God bless Mom and Dad, and God bless Uncle Petrie, and God bless Lassie. And that means God bless my pet, Speckles, sir. Amen.
All right, now, Timmy, you'll go right to sleep, won't you?
Night, Mom.
Good night, dear. See you in the morning.
Night, son.
Night, Dad.
Lassie.
What's the matter, Lassie?
What do you suppose it was, Paul?
Well, there's been some signs of a fisher lately trying to get at the chickens. Might be he was sidetracked by the smell of trout.
Nobody needs me. I'm going back to bed.
I'm almost through. Thanks anyway, Uncle Petrie.
If anyone was to ask me, I'd say this is a lot of foolishness. Trout like that belongs in a lake. Or in a frying pan.
Uncle Petrie thinks Speckles is too much trouble to keep, doesn't he?
Oh, it isn't that, Timmy. I think he probably feels that Speckles isn't happy all cooped up like that when he's accustomed to having a big lake to swim in.
Anyway, Speckles has his house back, and it's time we all went to bed.
Dad, will the fisher come back?
Well, I can't guarantee that he won't.
Lassie, you stay here and don't let anything happen to Speckles. I don't think he'd be very happy in a frying pan either.
Let's see you get out of that one.
Come on, honey.
Good night, girl. is it, Lassie? I'll be right with you, Lassie. Lassie, come back, girl.
You're a good girl, Lassie. I think we've seen the last of Mr. Fisher tonight.
I hope so. You go on, run back to Speckles.
Everything's all right now, Lassie. You go on into the barn.
I want to see Speckles. I told you, we'll play later. What's the matter with you? Don't you want me to see Speckles? All right. All right for you. I didn't want to see your old pet anyway.
Hi, son.
Hi, Dad.
Why not try the door?
Lassie won't let me in to see Speckles.
What is it, girl? Something wrong with Speckles?
What's all the racket?
Somehow that beam we put up slipped and fell.
Gee, Dad, I guess Lassie's smarter than both of us. Huh?
Thanks, Lassie. Thanks more than I can tell you.
Then the beam fell down with an awful crash. And if Lassie hadn't growled at us... Show them how you growled at us, Lassie. And if she hadn't growled at us like that, we would have all gone in the barn and probably all have been killed, or at least hurt pretty bad.
Well, that's a truly remarkable experience, Timmy. You left out only one thing. Where is Speckles now?
Me and Lassie, I mean Lassie and I, we thought it wouldn't be very nice to keep Speckles all cooped up like that, so we took him back home.
Oh, back to the lake?
No, ma'am. We took him to the river. I don't think Lassie would like it very much if Speckles got caught with a fishing pole.
Oh, I see. Well, I think that's one of the most exciting experiences we've had all year. And Lassie, I'm inclined to agree with your master.
You're probably the smartest dog in this whole wide world.